Hello, my name is Kara Lowe and welcome to your practice. This is chair yoga, so take a few minutes to get yourself a chair and we'll start from here. This is on YouTube, and if you'll like, subscribe and share, that way this practice gets out to many bodies that need to move and breathe the way that we will in this class. So I will start reading from a book. It's called 7,000 Ways to Listen by Mark Nepo. Settling in, settling down. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing your eyes, and let me read to you just a little bit before we start. We are so close to the earth that we often forget it is alive. And the language of its aliveness is what we call nature. When we listen to nature, we are listening to the earth. Of course, such a conversation takes place because we are too small to readily grasp what the earth has to say. The vast earth has carried us our whole lives. Can we thank it? It has held us up and endured everything for thousands of years. Can we ask it how? It speaks with 1,000 tongues, none of us which use words. Yet to build a relationship with that which holds us up seems essential. So bring your hands together to the heart center. And we teachers say, set your intention. Why have you come to practice today? And then release your hands down to your thighs, sitting tall in the spine. We'll start to move. First, I want you to feel your feet on the ground, and I'll say that throughout the class, of course, in seated and in standing positions. Feel your hands resting on your thighs. You can say the warm hands on the thighs. And then allow your right ear to tip over and out to the right shoulder. Take a breath into your left shoulder, elbow, and hand. Then lift your head back up and allow your left ear to tip to the left shoulder. And let breath travel down into your right shoulder, right elbow, right hand. The head back up. Draw your chin into your chest, stretching from the back of your skull down through the shoulder blades into the seat. And then lift your face up to the sky, feeling a definite, defined stretch from your chin through your vocal cords down into your heart space and even into your seat and feet. And head back to the center. Good. Feel your feet on the ground. Extend your arms out to the side. Feel the broadness of your arms out to the side. Even ruffle your fingers a little bit. Good. And then turn your palms up and draw your arms, full arm back towards the wall behind you. Feel your shoulder blades coming together on the back. Good, and let's take the arms out in front. You can cross either arm over top and then bring your hands onto your shoulders. Or you can even wrap your arms up, bones. And then pull your elbows down towards your thighs, towards your belly. And then come back up to neutral. Good. Extend your arms back out to the side. Turn your palms up. Draw your thumbs back. Stretch. Good. And then hands come back down to your thighs. Let's take a twist. So your right hand will reach across to the outside of your left thigh. And then use your hand on the back side of the chair to help you pull through. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the energy of your low belly drawing in, and turn your face towards the back corner. Release and come around to the other side. Pull yourself through. Let the face turn back another 2 inches. And then back around to the front. Pause. Good. I'll stand up now. We'll use our feet strong on the ground and push down to stand up. And we'll come to using our chair in a different way here. So I'm going to turn my chair with the high back facing away from you. So we'll start to use this as a balancing tool. So feel your feet on the ground. Let's take 3 breaths before we start to move in a modified sun salute. So all about balance. Inhale your arms up and over your head, and exhale, releasing the breath out of the mouth. Inhale, arms up, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, and pause. Good. So now we'll do a sun salute. Let me show you one first, and then you'll all join in the next 3. So we'll inhale our arms up. We'll exhale, fold forward towards the chair. So just a nice leverage. You'll inhale halfway, look forward towards the back of the chair, fold back in. Inhale back up to the sky, hands over the head, and exhale, hands to heart. So 3 times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold in, bend the knees if you need to. Half lift, feel your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale back up to the sky, hands over the head, and exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold in. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Back up to the sky, hands over the head, and hands to the heart. Good. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold in. Half lift. Feel your feet. Exhale, fold. And then inhale back up to the sky, hands over the head, and hands to your heart. Samastitihi. Good, meaning a relaxed, powerful self. Good. Relax your hands to your sides. So now I'll take the chair and turn it around so that the backside is facing me. This is really a great setup for a down dog. So let's say you can't get down to the ground and get back up. That's what this practice is all about. So you'll take your hands on the backside of the chair, and you always make sure that it's very balanced and steady. And then we'll slowly walk our feet back. You'll have your hands stay on the chair, and you'll fold in till your ears drop in between your bicep. You can be straight-legged. Most of you were going to feel better with your feet wider and your knees slightly bent. Let's take 3, 4, 5 breath here, just feeling the stretch from hands to seat and from seat to feet. 3 more breaths. 2 breaths. 1 breath. Good. And then slowly start to lift your chest. Use your hands on the chair to walk yourself forward. Good. Awesome. So let's go into the warriors. I'll take my chair now and use it facing the side of me. It doesn't matter which side. I'm going to put the chair away from me so that you can see my body. But I'm going to use the right hand on the chair to allow me to step the left foot back. And what I like is that the right foot has the ability to move around, shift around a little bit. Good. So my hand can stay on the chair. My hand can stay on the hip. If you've got balance, you can start to experiment with taking your left hand up away from the left foot. So this is opening up your hip flexor left side. Good. Take one more breath. If you'd like, you can even stretch tip over slightly to the right, hand back up to the sky, and hand back down. Good. Take one more breath. Good. And then use your hand on the chair to help you step forward. Pause. You can even shake your arms out a little bit. Second side. Good. I've got my right foot steps back. If you need to keep your hand on the chair and hand on hip, stay here. If you're okay, you can take your right arm up to the sky. Remember, the chair is always there to support you when you need it. Good. And then a light tip for those that have a little more balance through the feet, ankle, knees. Hand back up to the sky and hand back down towards the chair. Pause, lean forward, and use your hand to support you stepping back to the top. Awesome. Warrior one, we're adding on. So left foot steps back. What I like to do is set it up by the idea of you standing on a clock dial where you've got the right knee at 12 o'clock and the back foot is to 10 o'clock. So the thigh, the kneecap, toes out to 10. Chair is always there. Very nice to know. Hand can stay on hip and chair, or you can experiment with taking both arms up to the sky. Feel the leverage of the back foot and the length of your arms. One more breath. Hands back to the chair, and slowly we'll open ourselves into warrior two. So I'll take my left foot open. I've got my seat just slightly leaning against the back of that chair for support. If you want to keep your hand or forearm on the chair, do that. The ability to extend your arms out towards the front mat, back mat. Again, just a light support of me into the chair, comfortable. Turn your right palm up towards the sky and reach up and back, pushing the right knee forward. Come back to warrior two, quiet eyes, right hand, and then bring your forearm to your thigh. So I'm tipping, dropping down into a very stable forearm. Turn belly, heart out towards the left side. Hand can stay on the hip. Again, I just feel a light tap of the seat against the chair. If you want more, you can extend the left arm strong forward. Breathing always. Good. Hand back to the sky. Body back into warrior two. Feel the extension of your arms, the stability of your feet. And then straighten your front leg. Good. Slide, glide, reach forward. Just below the kneecap. Again, supported by the chair. Extend your left arm up. Most times, as a beginner, the eyes stay on the ground, so you're not looking around or looking up into the sky. The eye energy is like roots into the earth. One more breath. If you want to drop your hand back, down, and slide back behind you, you can give a little bit of a turn of face out or face up. It happens that my fingertips just touch the chair. Hand back up to the sky. Slow rise back into standing, extending your arms towards front and back. Stretch. And then hands to the hips and slowly turn your foot in. Good. So now we're in a wide-legged. I'm going to grab the chair, turn it back in towards me, and I'll step with my feet wide so that I'm actually visible for you guys to see. So you'll have your chair off to the side, using your mat beneath your feet. Extend your arms out to the side. Hands back to the hips. This is a light back bend. We'll lift our shoulders up. We'll roll our shoulders back, push down into your feet. Lift your face up. Then fold forward and you'll come down onto the chair. Most of you can probably bring your elbows to the chair and drop your forehead down. If you're more flexible, you can walk yourself down into the legs of the chair. Some of you even coming, of course, down to the ground. Playful in your feet, you can rock towards the ball of the foot and into the heel. As much as you can, letting the head drop down so you get a nice flow of blood into your shoulders, neck, and head. Good. Rise back up using support. And then slowly standing back up, hands on hips. Good. Turn your right foot back to the top of the mat and you'll step back up to the top. Good. Second side. I'm turning facing the opposite direction. You'll stay to the top of your mat. Okay. So here, we'll step the right foot back. Now I'm on that same clock dial as you guys are, where I've got my heart forward and I've got my foot leg out to 2 o'clock. Really nice setup. Feel like your back leg foot is anchored. And then you can stretch your hand up towards the sky, one or both, always knowing that that chair is there for support. Or you can keep your hands level on the hips. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good. And then I'm slowly going to open that back leg up. I want to make sure this chair is supporting me as I turn myself in towards you. So now again, my back sacrum seat is just lightly tapping into the chair and it's giving me quite a bit of support. I don't feel like I'm doing any wobbling in the pose. Feel your back foot. Feel your front thigh, knee, and the arms extend out. Quiet gaze towards left hand. 2 more breaths. I feel. 1 more breath. Good. Bring your right hand to your hip. Turn your left palm up and slowly reach up towards the sky, if not slightly back. Again, a light support back behind me, giving me more balance that I would have without the chair. Come back into warrior 2. Pause. Forearm down to your thigh. Hand can stay on the hip. Rotate your heart out towards the right. Arm up to the sky. Then slowly you can push the arms strong forward beyond the head. Feeling that energy from back foot through side body. Hand back up to the sky. Body back into warrior 2. Good. Front leg on fire, it always is. And then straighten your front leg. Good. Slide out, reach forward. Land in your shin. Climb your right hand up to the sky. Chair right at the back of the heart space. Triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. Stand back up. Front of the mat, back of the mat, stretch the nervous system. Hands on the hips, and use the chair to help you get back up to the top. Good. Let's do a Couple of sun salute. Inhale your arms up and over your head. Exhale, fold into the chair. Half lift. Stable spine, ribs pull up and in. Exhale, fold. Back up to the sky, hands over the head. And hands to your heart. Samastitihi. Relaxed in your strength. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Fold back. And back up to the sky, hands over the head. And hands to your heart. Samastitihi. Good. Coming into tree pose. Stable base. Right knee out to the side. Right foot steps into the shin, the inner shin. Foot steps up to the calf. You can keep your right hand on chair, left arm out to the side. You can bring one hand to the heart. You can play with releasing hand from chair, knowing that it's there. Here I'll keep right hand on chair and take left arm up. Roots down into the earth and the lifted energy of the limbs up towards the sky. Hand back to the heart, hand back to the hip, and knee back around to the front. Let's play with a little strength. I've got support here. Push the heel forward. Feel the energy drives up into the belly button, up underneath the ribs. And then bend the knee and foot down. Second side. Left knee out to the side. Collarbone long. Step the foot in. Step the foot up. Hand onto the heart. I'm playing with, actually I'm going to step right into the chair, and playing with both arms up to the sky. Good. So you can use the chair in different ways. Nice little leverage point. Good. 2 more breaths. Limbs, roots, core, trunk, strong. Hands back down to heart space and back to hip space. Knee around to the front. Give a little push through. Feel the energy up through the heel, up into the hip. Nice pull in and back. Strong structure, stature, and then bend your knee and foot back down to the ground. This is a nice time to take a drink of water if you have it. Mark Nepo, kind of a poet, writer. And what I like about him is that, especially in this book, he talks about 7,000 ways to listen. And when he first starts to explain it, he said that there are 7,000 languages. And that's where that came from. So very beautiful. Come to sit on the ground or sit on the chair. You can have palms down or palms up. What I'd like to say about sitting quietly or seated meditation is that it's less doing and more being. So kind of wipe the slate, step away from doing and allow yourself to be right here. I'll rock and roll in my feet. I can take my energy into my knees. I can feel my hips or seat sitting on the chair. I can feel my arm bones down into my wrist bones, into my fingers. I can feel the energy as I breathe, expanding front, side, back in the lung. I can even feel the energy of deep and wide. So when I take my breath, it goes wide, but it also comes down into the lower rib cage. Relaxing the muscles around the eyes, which always lightens the load in the thinker and the mind. You can start back in the feet, up through the shin bones. Breathe into the knees. Breathe into the hips. Breathe in, of course, the rib cage widens. Up into the collarbone and the shoulder blades. Down into the arm bones, elbows, wrists, and fingers. Up into the throat space, the neck space. Relax the muscles that hold the eyes in place. And feel at ease in the mind. Not trying to stop anything. Just an ease that fills the energy behind the eyes. Good. Let the eyes start to open back up. You can stay in your chair or come down towards the ground. The first piece, I'll stay sitting in the chair. So we're coming into a twist again, a little bit stronger. Let's go ahead and take the right hand over towards the outer thigh and reach back into the chair and give a nice pull through. Good. Turn yourself back another 2 or 3 inches, really feeling the architecture of your spine turning, rinsing. Full face turns back. Feel your feet on the ground. We're staying here a little bit longer. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Back around to the front and pause. Smile. And we'll take you into the other side. So here we go. Your left hand reaches across. Give a good hold of the back side of the chair and pull yourself through. Again, feet on the ground. Right shoulder back. Face turns back. Feel your seat all the way up into your ribs, your shoulders, and 3 more breaths in through the nose and out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. 1 more time, I breathe in and I breathe out. Come back around to the center. Good. From this point, we'll bring our foot up towards the inner thigh. So if that doesn't work, of course, stay up a little bit higher. Good. I need to scooch over a little bit to the left. Feel the energy up. And then slowly we'll come forward. So you can use your forearm on your thigh. Some of you can walk down into your shin bone. This is a hip opener. In a seated formation, it would be Janu Shirshasana. So you would fold all the way down into your left leg foot. Another 3 breaths. 2 breaths. 1 breath. And slowly sit back up. Use your hand always to support your foot coming back down to the ground. So help yourself. Good. Step your left foot up onto your inner right thigh. I'm making adjustments to move over just a little bit to the right. Good. Feel your heart facing a little more towards the right thigh as you lean forward, coming into your forearm. Good. Remember, you can be modified, staying up a little bit higher. External rotation of left knee out. Make your way down into leaning in towards the right foot. 3 more breaths. I breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Using hands to slowly bring yourself back up to sitting, and use your left hand to draw the leg and foot back down to the ground. Good. Extend your arms back out to the side. Turn your palms up. Draw your thumbs back behind you, back behind you, back behind you. And then slowly bring your hands back onto your body. Good. A light little hug. Again, fold into yourself, round the back, sending the back behind you, rounding in, folding in. A little like child pose. Rounding into yourself. Two more breaths. That I surrender. And then slowly sitting back up and releasing your hands back down to your thighs. So the final pose in all of the classes is Shavasana. We're in a seated position and we're not laying back on the mat. Of course, you can move your chair and lay down on the mat. I'm choosing to stay in this upright position. If you're laying on the ground, extending your legs long, slightly wide, relaxing your knees and feet out to the side. Here, I'm feeling my full foot on the ground. If you're laying on the ground, release your arms out, palms up, bicep up. Here I've got my palms up and my biceps facing slightly forward. Giving the breath back to the breather. Most of the day we're being breathed and not paying much attention to our breath. Listening is a key topic in this practice today. Slowing down. Whether you're laying down or sitting up, feel the weight of your bones. Five more breaths. And then if you're laying on the mat, slowly stretching your legs long and taking your hands up and over your head. And then rolling over to the right side. Pause, 2 breaths. And then use your strength in your arms to push you back into sitting up. I'll end with a beautiful poem from this book, Inhabiting Wonder. If the sun thinks by radiating light, its language is warmth. If the ocean thinks by undulating its masses of waves, its language is wetness. If a tree thinks by converting light to sugar, its language is the sprouting of leaves. If the wind thinks by moving unseen through everything, how it bends us in its tongue. I am tired of only thinking like a man, and pray for the courage to radiate, undulate, sprout, and move through everything unseen. Bring your hands together to the heart center, setting your intention for the rest of this time today to walk a little slower, to smile a lot more with great appreciation for all that we do have. The light in me receives the light from you. Namaste.